Hello everyone, welcome to Inside with Jeevan. In today's video, we're going to solve one guesstimate, which is estimate the number of iPhone users in India. To begin with the question, we would have again, if we are solving a guesstimate, we need to have assumptions. I've written some of the assumptions that we've taken to solve this question. First one, obviously, we would start with the population of India. We're assuming it around 1.4 billion, which is around 1.00 million. Then, as we are calculating the number of iPhone users, we need to have iPhone market share. That is assuming around 3%. Out of all the smartphones which are available in the market, let's assume out of it, 3% actually is owned by iPhone. Then we would use the age group distribution here to solve this problem. So let's assume we have categorized these age into the three categories: 0 to 15, 15 to 65, and 65 and above. So let's assume major portion is in the 15 to 65 years, where we can see that college students and adults, youth, as well as working professionals, these would they would largely contribute to it. Let's assume it around 70%, and people who have 65 plus, let's assume it around 10%, and 0 to 15 with kids and pre-teenage comes up, it's around 20%. We would also assume the average number of smartphone per person, because one person can own more than one smartphone, right? It could be two, it could be one, or something. One person can have more than one phone. So we will take the average number of smartphones a person could have. Now, clarifying, in upper class, we are assuming the average it will be around 2. In upper middle, it is 1.5. In middle and lower class, both, each we would have 1 as average. Now, here 1.5 is not like the one person would have 1.5 smartphones. Obviously, it is an average. Like, for example, average, how would we calculate it? We would calculate like the total smartphones we are going to have, divide by the total number of people we are having. Let's say we are having 100 people. Let's say, and let's say if we multiply 1.5 with it, we will get 150. So 150 is what? 150 is smartphones that these 100 people together have. Like these are 100 people. The people might have, let's say, two phones, and there would be people who have one phone. So together, all of them has 150 smartphones, and these 100 people are in upper middle class section. So average is like 150 is total number of smartphones that these people have, divided by the number of people. These are 100, which gives us 1.5 as an average. Like, it could vary. There might be not, obviously not 150. Then there'll be the number of people which comes in upper middle class, right? So the number of the smartphone owned by them divided by the total number of people. So let's assume it as 1.5 for this particular problem. Like, these were some of our assumptions, right? Now we would see our methodology, how we would actually solve this question. So first of all, guys, we would actually distribute the population of India based on different age groups, because there will be people who are, let's say, they're kids. They obviously want to own a smartphone. Then people, let's say, who are very, extreme old age, they might not have a smartphone. So we will first of all see different age groups. We have, for the sake of this video, we have categorized it in three categories. We will distribute them in different age groups, and we would actually take 15 to 65 years of age for the consideration. We would neglect in 0 to 15 as well as the 65 and above. There might be people who would have obviously smartphone in that categories too, but it would be not that large. And let alone the smartphone, the iPhone users would be very very less. So that is why we have neglected that part, and we would go around with 15 to 65 years of age. Now we would distribute them on the basis of income level. Why so? Because iPhone, it's not everybody would be able to afford it. People with a specific, income, they would be able to afford the iPhone. So that is why we would group them. We would actually distribute them on the basis of the income. And then after distributing them, we would see the penetration for each of these income levels, the penetration of smartphones, because even in each of these groups, it is not everybody would own a smartphone. Penetration will see that how many people actually own the smartphones or not, like they actually have the smartphones or not. There might be people, let's say, who won't have the smartphones even. Then we would see the average number of smartphone per person. After seeing the penetration, which is the, how many smartphone users are there, we would see the number of smartphone per person, which is like on the average basis. Because one person can have more than one smartphone. It could be two, it could be one, or something like that. So we'll take the average actually smartphone users in that particular income level group. Therefore, this is about the smartphones. Now we would calculate iPhone market share, because there are n number of smartphones which are available in the market, and every year it goes on increasing. It keeps on changing. So people might not, everyone might not own, an iPhone. They might own any different smartphone as well. So out of all the smartphones, we would actually see the iPhone market share out of all the smartphones which are available in the market, and then we would actually calculate the total number of iPhone users based on the number of smartphones that we would use or we would calculate. So this is our overall methodology. Again, summarizing, we would distribute the population based on age groups, because not every age group people would be able to afford a smartphone, or they would be in that category of owning a smartphone. So then we would distribute, we would take 50 and 65 years of age group, distribute them on income level. After distributing on the income level, we see the penetration of smartphones for each of these groups, and then the number of smartphones per person. Combining them together, we would actually get the total number of smartphones. Therefore, we would multiply the market share of iPhone with the total number of smartphone users, and we would get the total number of iPhone users in India. That's the process we are going to follow in this video. Now, this is our overall framework. Beginning with population of India is 1.4 billion, then 0 to 15, 15 to 65, which I have already covered, like we will take it as 70, and this is 20 and 10. So we calculate 980 million as 15 to 65 years age group people. Now we would neglect this as well as this also. We would only go with this particular part. Now here we would actually categorize them on the basis of upper class, is a which is elite or rich class. Then there is upper middle. Middle class we have actually assumed in three categories: upper middle class, and the lower middle class. And thereafter it is below poverty line. So we have categorized on the basis on the we have categorized in five categories. Now we will take the middle class as the major section. Let's take it around 30%. And the upper class, let's say 10, upper middle class again 20, and lower middle class also 20. Below poverty, let's take it around 20%. Now, again, we would see the smartphone penetration for each of these classes. If we see for upper class, we assume it as 100%. Let's assume everybody would like have smartphone in the upper class. Similarly, for upper middle class, again, let's assume it also as 100%. In middle class, let's assume it as 80%. Like there might be people in the family, or like might be people who might not own a smartphone, right? There might be people like that. And it might be the case that they like might not, they might use some simple phone or something, might not use smartphone, or if there could be a number of people. Similarly, for lower middle class, let's take this number to be quite less also. Let's take it around like 50%. And below poverty, we have taken it as 0%. Now let's multiply. This is 19 million is what the people who own a smartphone in the upper class section. Similarly, 196 is the number of smartphones in upper middle class, and again 235 and 98 million respectively for middle class and lower middle class. This is smartphone users, the people who actually own a smartphone. Actually, like the people who again I mentioned is own a smartphone. Now let's see the like one person can have more than one smartphone. If they might have two, they might have one or like something like that. They might have three also in uh, some cases. So we would take the average, let's say 2 is the average number of smartphones one person would have. So 98 into 2 is 196 million. Similarly, average for upper middle class section is 1.5. Similarly, for middle it is middle and low middle it is 1. We will multiply and we get the smartphone users, total smartphone users in each of these categories. Now we combine them together and this is 823 million is what the total number of smartphones in India. Now we need to calculate iPhone users. So let's take the market share around 3%. It's not compulsory we need to take it 3. We can take this 5 also. And then we will multiply the total smartphone into market share, which gives us 25 million. Summarizing it, I have also written it here also. 980 million is what? 980 million is the people in the age group of 15 to 65 years of age group. This is 980 million. Now this 10, 20, 30 and 20 is what? The people who are in these particular income level class, their percentage out of 980 million. This 100% 80, 50 is what is the smartphone penetration. 2 1.51 is the average number of smartphones per person. And that would give us the total number of smartphones in each of these categories and then we would, you know, combine them all together which will give us total number of smartphone users in India. iPhone's market share is 3%. You would multiply it with 823 million and we get the 25 million iPhone users in India as our answer. So this is one approach. You can actually solve with other approach as well. There could be different assumption that you could also take. As I mentioned, market share could be different, and you can distribute in might be in uh, you might take it 4 categories or 2 categories, or the average number could be different. So, but the assumption should be logical. Also, approach could also be logical, but like there could be different approach to solve this particular problem. So that's it for video guys. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. And if you want more such content, please do share in comment section. And I'll try to make more such videos related to it. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.